Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, the 7th of November, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, Jason Allen, as always, and this is today's Trader's Daily Discipline. We're heading into the weekend, of course, today. So I just want to remind everybody, because we've had a few new signups recently. Every week, I also do my weekly trade performance summary on Saturdays. So in the morning, I'll produce it, send it out to you, and you can review it when you want over the weekend. And the reason I do that, just FYI, is because I want you to know I'm a real trader, trading my own accounts in real time. And I think it's important for you to know that if you're going to listen to what I have to say, that what I have to say has value because I'm a real guy doing this and I'm not just some educator sitting behind some screen somewhere trying to pretend he knows what he's doing. I'm sure you've seen enough of that crap in your career so far. I know I have. So, that being said, I'm going to get right to today's Trader's Daily Discipline. Oh, before I forget, you know, I don't care. I don't know if you noticed, but apparently here in the United States, our government shut down. Silly me, since I don't pay attention to the news and I don't watch the news, and I don't even know when the news is on anymore. I didn't even know that. I'm teasing, of course. I did know, but I didn't really stop to think through what that meant. And I was all excited about helping you guys through non-farm payrolls today, and that's not going to be released. Some U.S. data gets released during a shutdown, others doesn't. I didn't stop to think of that. So, my bad. We won't see non-farm again probably for another month or two. So you can expect even more volatility when it comes out because people will be all excited that it means something different this time. It's different this time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get right to work so you guys can have your start to your day like you normally do. So grab your cup of coffee. Here's our quote to start us on today's Trader's Daily Discipline. If I have ever made any valuable discoveries, it has been owing more to patient attention than to any other talent. And that was said by Sir Isaac Newton. Interesting fellow, Sir Isaac Newton. Oddly enough, was held the Newton's chair in physics at Cambridge University. What are the odds of that? Actually having the same name as the honorary chair in the educational facility you work at. Kind of exciting, don't you think? What Newton had to say here. Oh, by the way, Newton was a speculator, a trader. Did you know that? He traded in the tulip bulb mania market, the market during the tulip bulb mania. He traded in the tulip market and actually did very well at the start and then gave it all back and actually lost a few florin from what I've seen from history about his life. Interesting guy in any case. But Newton, his point here, he said basically the same thing that Michelangelo said. Michelangelo said that if people saw how hard I work at my art, they wouldn't see anything extraordinary. Newton is basically saying the same thing. You know, if there's something of interest or value out there to discover about trading and the markets, the harder we work at it, the better the more likely we are to find it. And it's not going to be anything huge or spectacular because that's just the nature of things. You know, if you are looking to make your fortune from trading, if you really stop to pay attention to what you're doing, you'll see that this business is a lot simpler than most people give it credit for. Now, I'm not saying it's easy because it really isn't. Most people lack the intestinal fortitude or the character to confront their own weaknesses. Very few people will sit back and go, you know, I have a problem in that area and I really need to make a change. They won't do that for the most part. Um, why won't they do that? That I don't know. If there was something that I knew would make my life better, I wouldn't care where the source of it was. You know, there's a lot of people out there, specifically people who hate our current president here in the United States, that it to them it doesn't matter if they have a solution to their problem. They hate the source of it. In other words, if you are looking for an answer to one of your trading problems, and it comes from someone you personally don't like in the office for some reason, you're not going to listen to it. And that is a tragedy because that happens every day. The solution and answer to the problem that you want to resolve might be sitting right in front of you, but you won't listen to it because it's coming from a source you personally don't like. Haven't you ever had that problem where you just can't stand it when somebody's right and you know they're right because you hate that guy and you can't explain why you hate him, right? That's a failure on your part. Newton, Michelangelo, other great men have all said basically the same thing. Listen, the answer to the solution to the problem, the thing that you're looking for, that's probably right in front of you if you're willing to pay attention and accept it. Look for it. It's there. Patient attention. Working hard. Listening intently. Most people have a blind spot, and that blind spot is a blind spot because they're blind to it. So stop fighting and start listening. What is it that you need to learn that you keep putting it off because you don't like where it comes from? The answer is coming from someplace you don't like, or you don't want to believe that about yourself. You don't want to believe that you're really lazy when it comes to your market study. You're really lazy when it comes to placing stops correctly. Or you're so greedy to make money by Friday that you will put your trade on no matter what the price is in the market and hope for the best. Maybe you need to reconsider some of your strategies. Maybe you need to think through what you're doing a little more closely. Pay attention to it. That's where the real answers are, and they're there waiting for you. I promise you, the answers to the problems you're trying to resolve to improve your trading, they're there waiting for you. You may have to cross a few bridges you don't want to cross to get there, and you may have to accept something about yourself that you don't like to get there. But if you pay attention, it's there. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to review my weekly performance summary. And have a great weekend. I will see you at the very latest on Monday. Thanks.